Okay, so I've taped the hole up. I'm just going to get a bit of 180 grit paper and just clean up that drill hole a little bit. Should have done that before the glass went in. Just helps the second layer of glass just join it a little bit. Yep, that'll do us. Okay. Final check. Yep, looks good. Okay. Once you the other little trick is just get a bit of tape. Just going to whack that over the top of the cover. If we get a bit excited pouring the resin in, we won't make it too much of a mess. Okay. Now the amount of hardener, it's a good sunny day, nice dry winds, but we're in a bit of a rush, so we'll probably use about 10 drops. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that'll do us. Alrighty. I've got some Q-cell here. This will give it a slightly wider hue and also pad out the resin a bit. So just a little. Yeah.
What's that called?
Q-cell. This is a hollow glass fibre.
Okay.
Just gonna pad out the resin and shouldn't be breathing that in really, but anyway.
Everything kills you these days, mate.
That's right. So we've got that to a consistency like that. You could probably go a little bit more Q-cell, but this should get us out of trouble. Okay. So now we're going to pour some resin into that hole. We want to make sure that that resin coats the inside of that lip that we've cut too. So bring it right up. It does, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Same colour as my board.
Hmm.
Okay. So once your resin stops to sink, we're probably about 10 mil off that, which is going to get pretty close, I think. Okay. And we've got the lug sitting on the outside there as well. And this is just going to sit on these 2 pins, just on top of that. Oh, we might have had a bit too much resin. Let's have a look. Right, we're good? Okay. So now, we're just going to try and make sure those lugs are both sitting flat. It's looking pretty good there. And that one's flat too. Pretty. Okay, it's looking pretty good. Alrighty. Yeah, and you will find the resin will start to sink into that a little bit. We've probably got about 20 minutes before this starts to get unworkable. So we'll pour a bit more resin in when that starts to drop, and we can also even play with the alignment a little bit too. But we'll leave that alone for about 5 minutes now, and we'll see how that goes. Alright, it's having a little bit of a set now. I'm just going to pull that tape off the top because it's hard to see the alignment of that hole. Hopefully it won't screw it up too much. Alrighty. So just set that again. Just going parallel with a stringer for that. One there. That looks pretty good. Alright, we'll just give that a few more minutes now.
I wonder what was making my back wet, and it's a pair of wet undies. I'm sure Fred was using because of clothes. I think that's actually Paulie's. Oh, yes. I touched Fred's dad's undies.
Hey, is that pause?
Sorry?
I pushed the button. Is that pause?
I don't know.
I hope so. I hope I paused it. Otherwise you've got real bad filming at the moment. Let me just push it again. Just, ready to go.
Okay, here we have yesterday's board. This had 24 hours to go, nice and hard. Best not to sand it until you've had a day's rest on it. Also, Steve was saying off camera, really make sure you get that parallel, because with the GoPro there's no adjustment to actually get your right angle. So if your angle's off, all your surfing footage is going to be skewed. But fortunately we flicked this one and she's pretty straight. So this is a bit I haven't done before, so hopefully we'll get it right. But I'm just going to use a Dremel to cut the plastic off, and then we're just going to hand sand with 400, 600 and then 1200. Try and get a nice finish on the top of that board. I might just grab a mask for this. Alright, so that's about as close as I dare go with the Dremel. Just going to finish that up with a bit of 400. Just do a bit of a hand sand on that. Yeah, so we ground it down with the Dremel. It's pretty flat now. We use a little sanding bit, that attachment too, just to cut the resin down a bit more, because we've done a bit of an ugly job on top. Just getting down to a finger width now.
Bit easy fixable.
And just little circles through here. And we're just trying to blend those two surfaces together.
Spectators.
Mexican wave.